single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. It is Wednesday, and we're doing one of those Just Me show again. So, today we're going to try to smoke this Romeo and Julietta, or Romeo and Julietta Capulet, or they call it House of Capulet. I don't know if they call it House, but it's Capulet. And it says House of Capulet on the wrapper, on the little film. And for those people who doesn't know, that's the crazy Juliet's house, right? AKA that bitch. Okay, so I'm gonna smoke this. I'm pairing with some coffee today. Hard to see. Coffee. Not sponsored, but hey, brought to you by Turbojet Coffee. All right, if you want looking for some coffee beans on Christmas, time to support one of your fellow members by getting some coffee beans from Turbojet Coffee. So, I hope everybody's doing well today. It is Wednesday, a little bit early, because I just figured I have a coffee. If I wait any longer, it's gonna be cold, and then you wouldn't be the same, right? So. So this is supposed to be their Robusto size. I think it's a little fatter than normal Robusto. To be honest, a little bit fatter than a normal Robusto. And they have that really cool film here that says House of Capulet. I mean, it's cool, but in reality, it's hassle to deal with. Because you got to deal with all this before you get to smoke it. Right? You got to deal with all that before you can get to smoke it. Let's see. Boom. Adjust the camera a little bit. It's kind of weird today. Okay. So, let's see how I'm gonna open this up. First, I take off the bottom band, the foot band. Okay. And I hope this film is not tucked under this. So I'm gonna try that. One piece, hopefully. There's a lot of glue on it. I don't know if I could. I don't think I could. There is a lot of glue on it. There is a lot. I'm gonna try to take this off so you guys can see it. Here we go. Ugh. Here we go. So I'm definitely not gonna be able to take the end off because like that is like glued on, like all the way. This is glued on all the way. So I'm just gonna try to salvage it, and I can show you guys. Like that. House of Capulet. Okay. Okay, so while I cut this, let's say hi to Val, Josh, Quick, Lobo, Steve, Martin. Yes, solo night. Gonna get through the cigar and get over with. So, gonna cut this. Let's see. Cap is really. It's double cap, but the double cap is really thin. I'll use this. Double cap is really thin. I think it's gonna fuck it up. Just enough. Alright, the draw is actually not bad. Draw is actually not bad. Let's light it up. Dry is very cedary. Coin jack. Fine. Here you go. Coin jack. So, let me light this up. I do want to take a moment to wish everybody a early, happy Veterans Day, even though technically Veterans Day is not Happy Veterans Day because it's the remembrance of service, right? Of people who are vet, who serve, who has been there. So, you know, allow me to be here and say thank you for service, for your service, and covering our asses, doing from danger. All right. So happy Veterans Day. I hit because we don't have show tomorrow. I wanted to be able to say it today on the show, so that you know at least I express my appreciation. Okay, and hopefully all the vets tomorrow get to smoke a really good cigar, right? Because you deserve it. I mean, all those people who serve, you deserve it. You know, it is a public holiday, but it's not really a public holiday. So I don't know. Like, you know, I for people who work for themselves or a lot of industry, they don't get the time off. I think like even UPS works. I think my wife works tomorrow. So even though she's like, I thought it was a holiday. I was like, you're not even a vet. Why do you think that you deserve that holiday? You know, she's like, yeah, I do. That looked like a 60 gauge. It's definitely not a 60 gauge. I mean, if I put another regular cigar next to it, you can tell it's only a little bit bigger, not that much. Maybe a 54. I could look it up. When in doubt, always look it up, Tony. That was Romeo, a Julietta, House of Capulet, Robusto. That is yeah, 5 by 54. 5 by 54. Okay. The cigar is very leathery. Very leathery. A little bit of cream and coffee. With that, have a little coffee. Okay. There's a little bit of creaminess. There's definitely some coffee notes to it. And this is cedar, leathery. Has a little bit of this corn grain-ish things going on. And there is a little bit of spice. Here is a little bit of bitterness too. But it was more like wrapped around bitterness. What does that mean? That means you can kind of taste it, but it's almost like you eat a candy, it has a wrapper. The wrapper is bitter or plastic, whatever. You know, there's some like those like films that you can eat from the sugar. That doesn't taste good. It has a little bit of that bitterness that wraps around that smoke that gives you that okay, and then the taste goes through. It's actually not true. Okay. Now, in terms of price, this is about $7 a stick. $7 a stick. Okay, Romeo and Julieta. Now, while I'm at it, I'm smoking. You guys know what I'm gonna smoke while I'm smoking. You guys should let me know what you are smoking as well. You know, I don't do enough of asking my chat room anymore what they're smoking, because you know, usually I have another guest right at this corner that I need to know what they're smoking. So today, my time, solo time, I need to know what you're smoking. I know, however, Val is smoking today Romeo y Julieta. I think it's the... I think that's what he has. Now, talking about, like, the reason I bought this is because they start to have those house of, like house of this, house of that, house of this and that. And then I saw Capulet, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll buy a bunch of all those house of, right? So I bought Capulet. I bought... Where are you? Right here, there's another one. Montague. Montague. Ah, come on. Zoom in. There you go. Okay, and I have Verona. I think there's one right here. This one is House of Romeo. I think that's it. The 4. So yeah, I'm interested to see like how, like, if there's any relationship to that, you know, this 4 cigars. In terms of background, I can tell you that I absolutely does not like Romeo and Juliet. I think that story is actually rather sad and bad story for kids. Right? It's like, if you can't solve your problem is love, your family doesn't get along, go kill yourself. That's what the story basically is saying. And then, you know, it shows that how sneaky Juliet. You know, Juliet, if you gotta fake a death, at least you should tell somebody. So Romeo didn't have to die for you. You know, come on, you screwed up. So somebody drop a ball in a corporation, Juliet will be one of them. I'm just gonna do it, and I'm gonna tell nobody. Right? Nobody. I don't even think that. No, you know that it's just a fake death for a specific amount of time. But what if you didn't wake up? Don't you have a plan B? She's one of the reasons why things fail. Literally, she's the reason why story didn't work out. Why is it was a sad ending because of that. So yeah, Juliet, you crazy bitch. You know, all those story back in the day, you know, somehow there's a crazy bitch that ruins the guys. You know, and I'm not trying to, you know, defeat a feminist here. I'm just talking about in terms of the story, how the story works, how cliche it is. It's usually that if somebody falling in love with a woman didn't work out, and the woman ended up ruin the guy's life, you know, in a way. You know, it's a lot of story like that. Now, I can relate to that kind of stuff because throughout the time, when I was young, you study history. There's a vicious cycle of Chinese history that you have to study. You know, it's usually you have a king, right? King has a lot of wives, right? While woman give him bad ideas, right? And then, you know, the king dies young. Boom, dies young, and then have a young kid. Young kid cannot rule the country, so your young kid will rule with the previous queen, and the previous queen will end up doing adultery with another guy, and then, you know, and not care about the kid, the next emperor, and then the next emperor will end up listening to the person that really take care of the most, the eunuchs, and they become evil. They give him bad ideas, and then the king grows up, and then again not care about the country, listen to bad ideas, then get a lot of wife, again, cycles again, die early, have one young kid, wife takes over, and all that stuff. That's the circle of Chinese history. All right, kid become king too young, or emperor too young, didn't know how to rule, end up being perverted, get another woman, die early, have the kids again too young to rule, and just vicious cycle. So Chinese have this saying that to bring down a country, to bring down a dynasty, all you needed was one pretty woman. Okay, you say that's not the case. Yeah. It say, okay, that is not the case. I mean, the woman, in history didn't do all that bad. Tony, you're just talking shit, so that all the hate mail for feminists is gonna send you to send the hate mail to suicideassassin@shallowsmokelegion.com. But it really is like that in China. I mean, if you look at Chinese history, okay, the reason Ming Dynasty became Qing Dynasty, it was because a woman. Okay, there was no way to fight through the castle, so they bribed one of the guy with a pretty woman and says, if you open the door for us, for our army, we'll give you this pretty woman. Open the door. That was the end of it. Right? Romance of Three Kingdoms. Right? If you know the Three Kingdoms story, there's a character named Li Bu. Okay? This guy is so good at fighting, it's ridiculous. Okay? His war horse, ridiculous. Okay? The reason he died, woman. Okay? He literally betrayed his godfather for a woman and become the godson of another guy because that woman. And literally lost fights because that woman. Right? And then you have a story like Mulan. One woman, defeat all. Two things most dangerous in the story: a pretty woman and a frying pan. Now, just put it out there, I'm not against women. I'm just saying that they are quite powerful. They can dictate a story. They can dictate a dynasty. They can dictate almost the world. Because a lot of our guys, listen, throughout history, we think with our pen, not our brain. Okay? The Battle of San Jacinto in Texas was won because of woman. Yellow rice taxes distract Mexicans. Yellow rose tax. Here we go. So yeah, women can, they are actually that powerful. They can dictate the direction of things going. And literally Romeo and Juliet, that story is literally dictated by Juliet. Now, you're saying, oh, no, Juliet's just an innocent, young 14-year-old girl. I can guarantee you, I can go to my balcony right now and say a random name, like, I don't know, name somebody sexy. Go out there, Brad Pitt. Oh, Brad Pitt, where thy all Brad Pitt. Not one Brad Pitt was shown up in my house. But Juliet, go to her balcony. Romeo, where I thou of Romeo? And, well, guess what? Romeo shows up. Romeo is whipped. He's totally whipped. Okay. And Juliet had him playing around her fingers. I'm telling you. Right? For those people who have seen 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey. You would think that, the story is really about the main male character, really like powerful over the woman. But from what I heard, if you watch it the end of the story, it's the other way around. She really had power over him. He's more afraid of her. I'm more have to listen to her, than anything else. You think that she's the victim, but she's actually the mastermind. Right? Just a mastermind. the cigar got sweeter. You get a little bit of that sweet cedar kind of thing, a little bit burnt taste, like burnt corn or burnt tortilla chip taste. Well, maybe burnt waffle taste. You get a little of that, right? So you get sweet cream. You get like a little bit of cedar. You get that waffle shell or tortilla shell, corn, burnt corn stuff. Taste, but in the sweet, and you get coffee. Hey Raymond. So you get a little bit all out of that, right? So far, not too bad. I wouldn't say this is bad. I would say it's actually pretty good in terms of flavor. Is that why Asian men don't sleep? What do you mean by is that why Asian men don't sleep? Asian men sleep, just this Asian doesn't. Yeah, I think really is that my generation of people who people born in the early to mid 80s. We went through a time where once you go to college, when you go to university, you learn to have to balance your life and work and social life, right, and school. So there's only so much time in a day, right? I have to go to school. I have to earn money to pay for school. I have to try to get out of school as quick as I can. So I have to study more courses and still work every day. And I was working on my on my days that I don't work. I don't have class. I literally work from 8 a.m. to midnight. 8 a.m. to midnight. And when I get back to the apartment, I have to do my work, do my homework. I had to do my friend's homework. I'm not gonna name the friend here, but I had to do my friend's homework so that they can go on a date. Because if I do all this work, you don't have time to date. Now, I was really good with writing essay and stuff like that, and research. So usually, if they will leave me the paper and I would write it, and basically they'll be able to go on a weekend date. At the time, I would travel from I went to various places to get courses, to add courses that I don't have to. It will be accredited courses so that I can add it to my school, my basic score. Points, so that I can get out. And from that, you learn not to sleep. You learn that few hours sleep is all you need. Few hours sleep is all you need. So that you can hopefully by the end of the 4 or 5 years, you will be done with paying for your school. No, I had a lot of fun in college. Just not the fun that you were talking. I actually have quite of a popular time in college because during college, number one, most important thing in college, have a car, and I have a car, right? That's what make you popular. Number two, at the time, my job is to cook bubble tea. I was the chef of a bubble tea place that was very famous at the place. I made. In fact, when it tastes so good, we're on the newspaper. Okay, so I was very popular. People, because I'm Tony, right? People call me Big T. They'll call me Bubble Tea. They will call me just T, simply T. And I was very popular among people. So I had a lot of fun time, but not so much as like college party. I'm not really into college parties because you go to college party, you just drink, right? You just drink and dance and chat with the girl. Now I literally see girls all day long because I make bubble tea. I see girls all freaking day. In fact, I see girls lying in lines for hours waiting for my bubble tea. Okay. Bruno Mars from. I wonder how that tastes like. So, for me, there was no really like a good reason to even have to go to that kind of party. Now, granted, at the time I already have a girlfriend, and then I know my girlfriend actually knows my friend. So when I'm not working, I will drive up to my girlfriend and we'll hang out there for a day and then come back. I just gotta check the message. Up. Alright, so yeah, my tea brings out a good. At the time, I don't know how, but people can tell the difference. Because when I'm not on shift, someone else is making the milk tea. But there's a recipe there already. So you follow the recipe, it should taste the same, right? Apparently, they don't taste the same. People can actually tell the one I make versus the one other people make. And they were like, oh, Tony didn't make this. Can we get the one that Tony made? It's crazy. I couldn't tell the difference. I drink it, but yeah, it's the same recipe. I don't know. So, you know, and then after that, after those jobs, I worked Chinese restaurant too. You know, I cooked in the Chinese restaurant, and you know, guys can cook. It's actually quite popular. Guys that can cook is actually popular, right? So and in terms of drinking, when you work in a restaurant, you end up drinking a lot. And what do I mean by that? Every Chinese restaurant has one or two Mexicans. The amigo. We call them amigo. Right? Hey, amigos, what's up? ¿Qué pasa? Right? They party every single night. Alright? If the store is closed, the restaurant is closed, they go back to their apartment literally 15 steps away and start drinking. Alright? They party every single night. Raymond, the sticker is actually like, okay, Shadow Smokers Legion stuff is only limited to Shadow Smokers Legion. It's what you put it. So like, I really shouldn't. It wouldn't mean anything to you. I mean, if you're not in the group, right? Why would you get a sticker of a group that you're not with, right? Just want to put it out. It wouldn't make sense, right? It's like me wearing a members only jacket. It wouldn't make sense. I can send a TAO sticker if you want. So here is the Ash. So one third way in right now while we're at it. Okay. All right. So being able to cook, party all the time. Like, you know, literally after work, I didn't have that need to go to any college. I mean, the college party like really doesn't mean anything, you know. So I just want to finish school really quickly, and once I'm done, I continue to do my restaurant work in there, you know, and I kind of got reconnected with my wife at the time, and start bring her food every night, because when you cook in the restaurant, I can accidentally have left. Right? Just bring her food every night, just go see her. You know? And then I will go to her college party. Right? And do her homework. Do her homework. So, like, throughout time, I just became that night owl that really doesn't need sleep now. Right? You become that person. Because you're already used to not doing it. Like, there's no way to fix it. There's no way to fix that. Right? There's no way to fix that. So I'm just gonna end up not sleepless. Because you don't need it. And then, you know, I work internationally. And that kind of required me to be night owl too. So I just don't sleep. My wife went through college around the same time, and she literally became a night owl. She doesn't really sleep at the time that you think she was. Right? She sleeps at maybe 2 a.m., 3 a.m. But she will get up to work at 7:45. So 7:45. Night, Raymond. So, you know, if you think about that, that makes my life a lot easier. Because she's awake when I'm awake. She's sleep about 4 or 5 hours a day. Not too much. Not too much. So, all right, Hashimoto, talk to you later. All right, it actually works out. So Asian don't sleep because life just doesn't allow him to sleep. Okay, life doesn't allow him to sleep. Plus, really, you can sleep. Yeah, you sleep all. You can sleep all you want, right? Yeah, get a Hashimoto sticker, sports sticker. Put on your car. Rumor has it, one sticker can increase your car's power by up to 150 horsepower. Now, keyword is up to. So the range is between 0 to 150 horsepower. One sticker. Now it just gets really sweet. Sweet coffee, cedar. Sweet coffee and cedar. A little bit creaminess. Like I can almost drink this coffee and feel like it tastes very close to that without the wood. Now, Martin said you'll make your car faster by just installing on your car. Here's the thing. Even if your car is not faster, it will appear faster. Okay? It will appear faster. Now, you might not think appear faster is any important, but I can tell you. Appearing faster is literally what BMW's design language are. Alright? BMW design language is make the car look like it's running even as standing still. So, just having the sticker on your car already give you a leg up in the company. It burns kind of funny. I don't know why. It almost tastes like it has a little bit of bitter zest. So your car look faster even when parked, right? Martin says I wouldn't want to mess with a car with Hashimoto sticker on their car. Yeah, see, Martin, if I was driving your Miata, I wouldn't mess with the Hashimoto sticker car either. You know, your car might just glitch into the wall. So, yeah, I mean, I just end up not sleeping because life doesn't allow me. And you realize that when you sleep for a long time, you wake up more tired. And I don't like that. I like the feeling of, you know, when you fall asleep in the class, and then the teacher all of a sudden call your name. And that all of a sudden awake with adrenaline. You're all awake after that. You're not gonna fall back to sleep after that. That's the feeling I want when I wake up. I want to know I'm immediately up. I don't want to be like, oh, okay, what time is it? I don't like that. I don't like that. You know, I like it when I'm sleeping and the phone rang to wake me up. I'll be like, oh shit, you know. So a lot of time I will sleep on the table like this, and then the phone will ring up like, okay, and I'm all awake after that. I'm all awake, and that happens quite often. So Very creamy right now. Very creamy. So far, a good cigar. For $7, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not as strong as like a regular Romeo and Julieta, like say Reserva Rio. Reserva Rio is probably a solid medium. And this one is maybe just less than. Just less than. So, it's not bad. It's actually not bad of a cigar. Still, Juliet, you're still a crazy. It's not a flavor cigar. You just have that note to it, the coffee note. But it's sweet. It's kind of sweet on the sweeter side. It has this Honduran flavor. When I smoke a Davidoff cigar, like a Honduran cigar, I get that creamy sweetness to it. So I think it's a Honduran. There's gotta be Honduran leaf. Hold on. Okay. So this is made out of Honduran and Nicaraguan filler. Nicaraguan binder and creamy Ecuadorian Connecticut wrap. So yeah, you can imagine this is like a coffee, creamy, cedary cigar, and because it's Connecticut, like. And I think that's probably why I like it. I actually like Honduran cigar flavor. That flavor is almost like the base of Davidoff cigar. A lot of this cigar has that flavor, and you know, something like Camacho has that flavor, and that's why I like that. I think I like that flavor a lot. Now, do I not like Nicaraguan flavor or DR flavor? I do, and I actually like the Nicaraguan more closer to a Maduro kind of flavor rather than a lighter, right? So, for me, this is actually not bad. This is actually pretty good. This is something I was for $7. It's actually not bad. Ash holds up, even though it's kind of like dark color, but it holds up. It smokes. Just when I was talking about it fall off, but it smokes nice. Not bad at all. So. No complaint on that. I mean, other than the initial kind of bitter burn taste to it, that kind of wear off as it gets sweeter. Like it slowly gets sweeter. Slowly gets sweeter. You get that, like I said, the Honduran flavor to it. So it's actually not bad. Burns okay. Construction not bad. The draw, I'm happy with the draw. I'm actually very happy with the draw. I've been getting so many cigars that I had to pull out a stamp or so too with the draw. This one I didn't need to. It was a pretty good. It was a pretty good. Right? I was gonna grab a 5-pack of Corona. Worth it? How much was 5-pack? Do they even have Corona? Corona Groda. Okay. 5-pack at $23.99. I will say worth it. I will say worth it. But here's the thing, though. For $1 more, you get it at a Robusto. Right? 5x54 versus 6x46. And I think you gotta get more of the flavor from the Robusto because there's actually more filler, and you want that filler, right? So instead of having it thinner, you get more of the wrapper than so you gotta get more of the Connecticut than Honduran. I would say you want to get more of the Honduran Connecticut. So I will go with the Robusto because it's thicker, right? Toro is 6x52, which again I think is the filler that gets the flavor that well. So I would still recommend the You know, 24 bucks for 5-pack. Right now on sale. Not bad. Not bad. It's interesting. It's good. Even though it's good, I wouldn't be that excited. Oh, you know, it's like a $7 cigar. It smokes good. You know? And the flavor is pretty good. The flavor is coffee. It goes well with coffee. Good. But that was pretty much it. Right? It's worth the money, yes. The box actually looked pretty good. You know, here's the thing. At the price it's in right now, it's good enough price for me to even say I should pick up a box. Okay. I should pick up a box. My problem with picking out this box would be that if I pick up one of their, like a series of box, I have to get all four. I have to get all four to complete it, because it would drive me crazy not to. You know, it's like, oh, you have one, but now. So my OCD will not allow me. So before I go in and go, you know what, I'm gonna buy a box of each, I really need to smoke through all. If the rest of them are not that good, I might not buy the box because it would drive me crazy to not have the complete set. It sounds weird, but yeah, it will drive me crazy. So this one, I will say, if this was on its own and there's no other part of that series, actually that would drive me crazy. To have Juliet but not Romeo would drive me crazy. Will drive me, I think. So I like it. I mean, that's all I can really talk. I like it. It's kind of, I would say, box worthy. Right? I would say box worthy. Looking at the House of Collection. Just try to take a look at it. Now, I might like Romeo as well, because Romeo also have like a vintage Honduran and Dominican tobacco. So I might like that. And that's the next one I'm gonna. That's the next one I'm gonna. So expect me to smoke that on Saturday. I think that will at least have those two. I think if I like that one, I will buy a box of each of those, just so I have at least Romeo and no, even though I don't like it. I like the cigar, not bad. I just don't like Dude. Maybe I will smoke Romeo after. I don't know. One of them has a Mexican wrap. Blah 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 blah. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. The red one. Montague. Nope. Connecticut broadleaf. Connecticut broadleaf. So Montague is actually very heavy. And then 1 second. Down a second. Page 2 still don't have it. 3. Oh. Page 4. Verona. Verona is Dominican, Nicaraguan, Peruvian, sound filler. Yeah, and San Andreas rapidly. So you're talking about Verona. That's actually the blue one. That's actually the blue. This one. I don't know why on their website they have that paper over it too, but this one don't have it. I don't know why. Some of them have it, some of them don't have it. I don't know why. But the red one is the one I'm smoking is the red. It's the Capulet. Let me see if Capulet has. No, Capulet don't have it. Honduran, Nicaraguan, and Ecuadorian, Connecticut. So yeah, only the blue one has Mexican. All right, so yeah, if you're gonna get it, at least get the House of Capital. Actually, a really good deal. I want to buy it, but I gotta control myself. I gotta limit myself to that, so I don't have brownies diet. Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's a flavor change at the pasta. I'm going at it quite fast too. But it's actually just cedar. So I don't think there's like a, I would say not too much of a flavor, but it's actually not. So now, I hope everybody had a good day, good Wednesday. Because you know, for me, I've been quite busy. You know, I've been doing the new hoodie for myself, because I made a pen, and for those people who's in the Discord was probably seen that pen, like crazy pen. I say that I was gonna wear my Gundam shoes. My Gundam shoes, the color scheme is red, white, and like a pinkish. So I wanted to get like a red and white and black kind of thing going on for my clothes. So I made the pen. And after I made the pants, I realized that, you know, I don't have really like a red enough jacket to go with that to make that even crazier. So I make the hoodie. And now I'm waiting for that to show up. And this is why, like, why I'm at it. I was like, you know what? People's been waiting for that decanter. Do I really want to wait until the end of time to order the decanter and either they run out of decanters or shipping issues or get lost? I really I don't want to deal with it. So I end up just bite the dust and literally I ordered 10. So hopefully people want it. You know, if not, I probably would save it for like once every, like if nobody wants it, that's fine. I'll just save it as grand prize every single time with the raffle. But if somebody wants them, you know, it is what it is, right? I don't think I'll make a lot of those because they are costly and they are not easy to keep it in my house and not worry about it. If you guys don't remember, I broke an entire box of pop. And I don't really want to break an entire box of candy. So yeah, Shadow Smoke's Legion members, if you are looking for that decanter, now is the time to call for it. I know somebody asked like, oh, how long do I have to pay for it? So long as we have some sort of arrangement, you know, I could wait. I mean, that's not a big deal. So long as it's a reasonable time. I mean, if you tell me that I'll pay for it at the end of 2020, well, that's not gonna happen, right? So, you know, if you're interested in it, and you know it's just gonna take a little bit more than a couple months to pay for it, I'm okay with that. All right, so long as you follow, I'm okay with it. And I'm okay with it. I want people to be able to kind of complete their set. You know, for me, it's always been that issue with not completing my set. So I really wanted that decanter for a while. In terms of like having the cup, you know, decanter. Like even if you don't use the decanter, it looks good. Just put it. Like literally, the decanter will look good, even if you just put colored water in there, right? So I mean, I use it because I you know, I drink whiskey in my office too. So I use it. But like for those people who does like, I don't even drink it, you know, but I have a cup. You can put color water in. You know, caramel coloring and water. Right? You'll be in there just fine. Right? And after that, I don't think there's anything else that we're missing for in terms of the set, right? We have coasters. We have the cups, rock glass. We have the Glencairn glass. We have decanter. Like, what else do you need in the drink setup? Yeah, we don't have a shaker, and we don't have those like rock, engraved rock, like ice rock. That's because it wouldn't look right. It wouldn't look right. Imagine something. Let me just give you an example. Imagine putting a skull in this much real estate. The skull will be smaller than my thumb. There's no way to see anything. I don't see a reason for it. I really don't see a reason for it. That's why I didn't make, you know, it wouldn't make sense. I mean, I found a few places, they literally just say that the logo. So, that's that. I just retro hail, and I got a little bit of that cooling effect. I don't know why. Like, you know when you smoke a menthol, you get that cooling effect. I just get that. I don't know why. Also, we still have more beanies. Somebody want beanies? We do have those. We have hats. I am thinking to ship those hats to Little Guy Cigar Shop. So yeah, if you're buying something from Little Guy Cigar Shop, you can also pick it up there as Shadow Smoke's Legion member. So those I'll put it over there with them so that I don't have to. Okay. We have few cotton hats. Like, yeah, what I mean by cotton hats means one of those hats on there. It's not like trucker hats that I made as example, or not example, samples to see how the logo looks like embroidered. I have those. Those will be giveaway as prizes. Now I also talked to Yasser when he signed in for the audit. He said for this audit, not audit, raffle, he also has some soy sauce. So, you know, we might still have one that way everyone can win. I don't know. We'll see, right? We'll see. So a lot of things to look forward to. And also Secret Santa is coming up. Again, those people who are in it, make sure you plan ahead. That yesterday I did a live in the Shadow Smoke group. I don't know how many I should, because we have such a divided group right now. One part of it Discord, the other part of it is actually in Facebook. That there is a misconnection of what information. So I don't think people are viewing the announcements and video as much as first started, right? And the video really in the end, I was talking about how I encourage members to utilize the Discord system to really be engaged, right? Be engaged with the so I highly recommend those people who haven't tried it yet do that. We have 2 more members that actually their side to Discord. Yes, and congratulations. Now you have new technology to use, and now hopefully you'll enjoy it, right? So that's another step forward. Like I said before, I know a lot of people nowadays are tired of social media. I'm gonna add a little fire. Not too much. A lot of people are tired of social media. Upkeep with social media is actually very tough, very hard. And I think that's another reason why utilizing just a chat room works very well for group organization. A lot of time that one wrong post can get people in a negative mood, and Facebook is going through a change. They are monitoring a lot of things, everything that you post, like what you say. Does it need to be fact checked? Are you making a sale? Are you posting to sell something? All that stuff is being reviewed, and I was like, that's not really worth it. The problem that's it's caused, our group buys and stuff like that, it's all gotta be audited. Why do that? Why do that? So this is why I got to the eventually. Here's the thing, Shadow Smoke's Legion member. Eventually, we'll all move forward into this. I can tell you that. Right? The more rule Facebook is implementing to it, the harder it is to run it. It really is. It really is. This cigar is really not bad. Now, if you like Camacho, I think you'll like it. If you like a Camacho, Connecticut, Camacho, or even a Davidoff Churchill, you might like it. This really is not bad. Really is not bad. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot of viewers right now to kind of get a poll out of it. I wanted to ask how many people use Discord outside of like Shadow Smoke. I can tell you that even my wife uses it. My wife doesn't use Facebook all that much, but she uses Discord and Twitter and Reddit. She's actually a member on Reddit. So it just tells you like Facebook is really like old and not really doing anything. It's not really, other than being able to make a post, I don't see a reason. I see that a lot of platform has the same function. I mean, if you really just want to post pictures and not be engaged in a conversation, Instagram probably would be better. You know what I'm saying? Like there is a whole here and there. Oh yeah, by the way, but I haven't mentioned it before, but some people don't know. Okay, please do not use Shadow Smoke's Legion tag to try to win stuff on Instagram. Alright, don't tag Shadow Smoke's Legion. To some of them, they was like, oh, tag 3 friends, 4 friends. Don't use Shadow Smoke's Legion tag. Because I don't like to receive those notifications for that kind of rough giveaway stuff. There's plenty of other people that you can use. I mean, the reason that you don't use it probably they don't like it. And I don't really like it when Shadow Smoke's Legion tag is being used to win. Alright? If you do, you will get a message right under that tag. So what the hell you tag? I will literally ask why you tag, and I'll tell you that don't tag. So don't do that. So you don't have to. You'll try to win. Okay? Don't do that. Don't tag Shadow Smoke's Legion on posts that tells hey, tag 2 or 3 friends for a chance to win something. Like don't, because they what they're doing is really try to get more exposure to the Instagram by you tagging your friend. And Shadow Smoke Legion tag or the Instagram account is really for the members and not there to get exposure to other brand or other group, other whatever that's trying to get using price to entice for exposure. And Shadow Smoke Legion is not gonna. I don't like that kind of notification because I had to look into, when that pops up, what the hell, I would like. I don't mind if you want to tag Shadow Smoke Legion in your related posts. That's fine. But just don't winning. Hey, try to win this thing, is that, then tag someone else. Because tagging Shadow Smoke Legion, no one's gonna see it but me. Okay, just to put it out. Right? Alright, so let's talk about Romeo and Julietta cigars. I actually like the cigars. That's the cigar I smoked when I first started, right? Little did I know, it was a medium cigar. But the first cigar that I actually tasted notes, like an almond note. That's something other than tobacco notes. And when I say tobacco note, I meant tobacco. Like, you taste it, like, if you can tell what that is, that's tobacco, right? So that was the first cigar that I said, you know what, that tastes like almond. That tastes like almond on the Romeo and Julietta Reserva Rio. Can't remember it's Robusto or Toro, but that was the first cigar that I actually tasted something, right? And it kind of in a way brought me to a different horizon of cigar smoke. That's when I said, oh, you know what? Now I know how to taste them. Now it's gonna be different. Now it's like yum, That's the cigar that got me. So a lot of time when I have a friend that says, I smoke a few cigars, they all taste the same. And I was like, no, they don't. If they all taste the same to you, you wouldn't have spent money to buy anything other than the cheapest cigars you can possibly get. Right? You wouldn't be able to, you wouldn't go like that. You wouldn't like, well, why spend $10 on a cigar? Go spend $1 on the cheapest cigar you can get. Because they all taste the same. Like, you might as well do that. But you don't, it's because you can tell the difference. Right? Some people say, for the cigar notes, I can either tell if I like it or I don't like it. But the fact that you can tell either you don't like it or you like it is that you can tell the taste difference. And if this tastes different, it reminisces something. You might not be able to pinpoint exactly what it is, but you can taste it. You can tell the taste. You can tell the taste, right? Anyways, 1 hour, 6 minutes. I'm pretty much done with that cigar. I just gotta have a little bit more. But I think that concludes the review of the cigar. Number one, it tastes like Honduran cigar. It has that sweet, creamy, coffee-like, cedary taste of the cigar. Alright? It's towards the sweeter side of taste spectrum. At $7 a cigar, standard MSRP, or right now on discount about $5 a cigar, I would say it's worth the box. You can buy the box if you don't really care about collecting box and stuff like that. 5-pack, not bad. That's one cigar that I would say, I would buy. Would I buy a box of it? I would. In fact, I'm considering whether or not to buy all 4. But then again, I don't know if. So I'll hold it off until I can figure out. Alright, maybe not. Okay. And the cigar lasts about 1 hour and I would say another 10 minutes to this. So standard Robusto burning time. Draw was good. Taste was good. Burn, I would say it's pretty good. And Size, I will say I enjoyed it, so it's pretty good, right? Strength, I say that's just under medium. I would say it's like, I don't know, light plus, mild plus, right? Just didn't go to that full medium where by the end of the cigar you kind of go, okay, I feel like I smoke, right? After the cigar, you feel like you can still smoke enough. So this could be the first cigar of the day or the 5th cigar of the day. You know, that'll be fun. Okay, so that concludes the review of this cigar. Now, what is next? We'll spend the next little bit time. If someone wanna jump on to chat, we can open the chat. Martin, are you up to chat? I don't even know Martin is still on or not. Martin, are you up to chat? Let me turn on the chat just to see who's there. Okay. Oh, Martin is in there. Martin, were you not listening to me? Hold on a second.
Let me pull it back up. Where is my Google?
Da 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 da.
There we go.
There we go.
I've been on the entire time.
Yeah, and I think this format probably worked. Like, you know, I will do my review of the cigar, and then we can go to chat afterwards. So, at least I get my agenda done. I smoke a cigar and talk about the cigar. Right. So, what's new, Martin?
Not much. So, funny thing today, I had my son ask me earlier. He said, he's like, "Can I stay home for Veterans Day?" I was like, "What do you mean we stay home for Veterans Day?" He's like, "Yeah, I want to stay home for Veterans Day. We used to have it off every year." I was like, "Not that I remember." So I was asking him, and he says, so I challenged him. I was like, "Tell you what, if you write me an essay telling me why we celebrate Veterans Day, I'll let you have the day off." And he did.
He did? He wrote an
He
essay?
did. Let me get it. Yeah, he wrote me an essay. So he says, the reason we celebrate Veterans Day is we can respect the people in the Army. They risk their lives to fight for our freedom. We should be grateful for them. He said, thank you, Grandpa and Uncle Manuel, for serving in the Army. Thank you for risking your life for others. Thank you for being here. And I will celebrate Veterans Day by wearing camo.
Okay. So, number one, that was really cool for him to write that. Number two, that is not an essay. That's a statement.
Well, he wrote little paragraphs, so.
Right? That's a statement.
He's 10. He's
Essay,
10, so he did good.
A standard essay should be at least 100 words, double space, or 500 words, single space. Size 12 font, okay? But that was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. He got a little mixed up because he served 22 years.
Who served 22 years?
His grandpa, which is my father-in-law, and my cousin, his uncle, served in the Army for 4 years. So.
Wow. Well, 22 years. I think James said that if you gotta get like pensions and retirement, you need 20 years minimum.
Yeah. So yeah, I was surprised. He actually did it.
That's a long ass time to cover everybody's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was on the car driving, and I was like, yeah, it's Veterans Day. We need to thank all the veterans for, you know, carving out your ass. And then my wife is like, no, you mean our ass. Yeah, it's like I say all the time. I don't think people appreciate enough. You know, we just, oh, Veterans Day, it's a day off, public holiday. And I really think that people that appreciate it are those people that has family served or family served to appreciate. I don't think average American are out there appreciating others. For me, like if I go out on Veterans Day and I buy food and I see a vet or I see someone serving or use their veteran IDs, I'll pay for their food. As a small thing. What I cannot understand is when I'm out there and I see people use their military ID to get a military discount, people go full Karen. People go full Karen. Over like
that way.
over like $1 discount.
I know.
It's like, really? You are
It's
arguing that they are out there fighting for you and got $1 discount on a hamburger. And that's ridiculous. So it's really sad. I mean, we got to this point where people are taking a lot of things for granted, right? And taking our military for granted is just not the right way to do it. I mean, granted, it is. A lot of people don't like military because a lot of tax is going to the military, right? 52 billion in military budget. But it's not like they use that money to party, right?
Right.
It's not like they use that money to party. They use it to maintenance the whatever equipment they have. I think the military people had to buy their own clothes. I don't think those shirts are issued. I think they had to buy their own. So the reason I say that I think they had to buy their own is because quite a bit of people can go to like a vintage place to buy a military uniform, and if it's issued, I don't think they will sell. I think it's because they had to buy it, and then they have extras and whatever. They'll get rid of it. So, you know, I think that you had to order your own badge, and that if you lost your badge or lost your pin or whatever, you had to order replacement, and those are their own money, right? And if you really think about it, the benefit that we give is actually not that crazy. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Huh? What is that? Oh.
I said yeah, because the actual was pretty cool.
Yeah, just buy the whole thing. It's fine. Okay, buy it.
And then she's in a buy.
Yeah, buy both.
Okay. Yeah, because she went to the other one and she's waiting for you.
All right, fine, buy both.
Buy them both.
Buy both.
Hey, we got a storm rolling in. Wind just picked up and it got really cold.
Yeah, I saw the camera like shaking. Now it says issued at first, then close out, then a closing allowance. So issue means it's free, right? Closing allowance means that they'll pay partial of it, or does that mean that they, you know, everything's covered? I don't. That's what I'm trying to do. So closing allowance, so maybe they will like, you know, pay 80% and then you pay the rest, or kind of thing. So for those people that wonder, my wife is trying to buy a necklace in here. That's why she's asking. Usually she wouldn't, but those are pure gold. They are 100% gold. That's why they are expensive. And she's like, yeah. We have shoppers go buy it because we can't beat it. Anyways, so yeah, and I think people should really think about what they do out there and what we give back. right? Here's the thing: if their benefits that good, everybody will strive for military. They were like, I want to grow up to be a military because I'm gonna be a millionaire. You know, if their benefits that good, they will be like, I want to be a lawyer. I want to be blah 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 blah. You know, so that's not. That's why people don't. Tell her to get that Tiffany's. Tiffany, I can tell you this, okay? No lie. Tiffany's, one of those earrings can probably buy 10 Tiffany earrings. Alright, Tiffany are silver. Alright, and they have some gold stuff, but then they're not 100% gold. They're like 18K gold, 24K gold. That's 99.9% gold. So you're literally buying gold. And they charge basically the weight of gold and some, you know, decoration, like processing those gold to decoration. So yeah,
Right.
one of those can buy 10 Tiffany's. She's not even interested in it. Not saying that Tiffany's any bad. It's just Asian people like gold, right? Because by the time she doesn't wear them anymore, you can melt it out into a brick if you wanted to. You got so much of it, you can make those chewing out bricks.
Mm-hmm.
So I never had a problem when she wanted. I want to buy pure gold jewelry. Okay, go.
Yep. Investment.
Yeah, in a way, it's investment. For me, I don't really care. I mean, happy wife, happy life. You know, if you tell her that she can't buy something, she's gotta go look for something even more expensive. Right? She's gotta wait 2 weeks, and then say, you know, remember, last time I didn't buy that already. Can I buy this? And that thing is gonna be like 3 or 4 times more expensive. So just let her buy that, and you know. It would just be like $11,000-$12,000. So yeah, I was thinking to buy more of this cigar. Maybe I had to wait.
Have to wait for what?
Wait until I get paid. If she buys that, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Given an allowance that should cover the cost of a pair of boots, 2 shirts, and 2 trousers annually. Now the question, Val, is that enough? Is that enough if you get 2 shirts, 2 trousers, and pair of boots for 1 year? I mean, when you're in the military, you have to wear that every day, right? So is 2 shirts enough?
I'd say no.
Right? Now I can understand pair of boots, but if you're out there serving, pair of boots goes away really quickly. Right? And 2 trousers wears out very, very quickly. Now, here, let's not even talk about the people that's serving, okay? Like serving out, like, you know, in like Afghanistan or whatever. We're talking about, let's say, Coast Guard. If you wear your uniform to one of those disaster area, boot, that trouser is probably gonna go to shit in 2 days. Right? When you go to that flood zone and stuff like that, that trousers is destroyed. Right? Don't tell me that wasn't true. Okay, you try to wear military boots and military trouser into a flood area. All right, people don't understand how dirty those water. Okay, you're in dirty water with all those things that's like, you know, tree branch and stuff like that. You gotta have your trousers have holes. Now, I've never seen a military person wear broken uniform.
No, it's not allowed.
Exactly. So that means they always have spare, right? So having 2 per year, I don't think that's enough. I really don't think that's enough. Yeah, you need way more. You need way more. So yeah. Like I say, if you think that vets got a lot of benefit, way more than worth it for their service, you should try to serve. I'm talking to anybody who's looking at this in the future and go like, you know what, what's a big deal? It's vets, you know, they're already kind of retired. No. All right. Not only that, they gotta go through all that shit for you. They get nothing but medical. I'm smoking the Romeo and Julietta House of Capulet. I think it's a famous smoke shop exclusive, something like that.
Yeah. I just got done smoking an AJ that was also a famous exclusive, but it's raining now, so I had to come inside.
Raining?
Yeah.
When does rain ever stop a person?
Yeah, well, if I'm outside, yeah, it's going to stop me.
So, yeah, I mean, I look into what is provided, and I will say that all that benefit is not enough to live a living. I think even the pensions are not enough. I don't know how much the pension is, but the pension is definitely not like, hey, I'm gonna go buy a Lamborghini tomorrow. Right? The pension is not even enough to pay for a house.
Nope.
Right? Yeah, you get a 0% VA loan and it's guaranteed approval, but you still had to pay for it. You still have to get a job. You still had to go out there after, you know, be the Superman, save the world kind of thing. You come back, you had to go to a regular job, try to pay for your house. You have to cover for those years that you can build your resume. The only thing on your resume, military service. You know how hard it is to get a job with military service as resume? Dude, are you doing an unboxing?
Yeah, I am. I just got an Amazon package.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Oh, this is, I guess, one of the kids' Amazons.
Don't show it on screen. They see it later.
Yeah. No, they don't watch the show. Some
They
sort
don't
of
start
basketball.
making money unless they go on tour or if they have been in for a while. They don't decent money. I think that even if they go on tour, that decent money that you're talking about wouldn't be even near the amount of money we're talking about if somebody was to say, let's say, start working in the financial district from day one. Dude, you just show it on the screen.
They're not going to see it.
So, that's not near.
Basketball.
I mean, Space Jam. Is that the LeBron one? Come on.
Oh, crap. Something's going out. Part of the light's going out.
So, yeah, if you think of this way, okay? You got out of high school. You're 18 years old. You enroll into military. All right? You serve for 4 or 5 years. All right? When you come out, on average, you're making at least $1 million less lifetime than someone that literally just went straight to college and go to school and go get their first job. Right? Well, Jesus Christ, what are you doing? While everybody's out there making money and build their resume, you're out there saving the world. Told you not to take it out. See, I told you not to take it out. Right? All those sacrifices, people don't realize. People don't realize how much they're giving up versus out there building their resume.
Turn off my computer.
Right? So it's not enough. It's not enough. I mean, tomorrow, if like Jeff Bezos is supposed to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna donate $1 million for every vet out there, and I will still say that is not. I will still say that's not enough. You know, they are there serving. They are still have to work for their living, and they you know, take that much life out of their precious time. Like, you know, life is it's not infinite, right? It's finite. So they are giving that something that money cannot buy. You cannot buy life, right? And then got out of it and still have to work. They give the best time of their life, right? Their youth, right? Most strongest time, right? So the 18 to whatever. Like, so let's say if you enroll for 20 years, that's 18 to 38. Your prime, it's been given to the country. Your prime, the time where you can make most money, the time that you can enjoy the most, you can go, you know, do whatever you want, you know, have like 55 girlfriends and you know, or have one and have kids and all that stuff. You could have done that, but no, you give 20 years to the country, then why you get a pension? All right? Whereas somebody who worked from 18 years old all the way to 38 years old, they may make enough money to buy one sports car every year. And people who got out of 20 years come out of that, the pension will barely pay your mortgage. Right? Barely pay your mortgage. That's why I say, you know, America is not giving enough. So you're like, oh yeah, $52 billion military cost. Well, that's not enough to pay everything. That's not enough to pay like all the things. What I feel bad is every time I drive on the street, I see like people holding signs as retired vet, homeless, please help. Now I don't have the guts to go up there and say, you know, prove that you're from the military, because I'll feel bad. And especially if they do prove it, now, you know, I don't know what to say. I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. And I think that kind of belittlement is not good. So I don't try to talk to them. But I feel bad. Like when I drive, it's like, how do we have military people that's retired vet that is homeless? Right? I almost feel like, you know, we should just give every vet who serve after a certain amount of time just free house. You should just get one. I mean, and tax exempt for their real estate. I feel like they defend the land. Shouldn't they at least get a land? Right? They defend this land and they have to go out of their own pocket to buy another land. Right? You know, they serve you for 20 years and they have a 15-year loan on top of that. Right? Every vet that serves should get at least a home and a car. Now, we're not asking a lot, right? Not everybody needs a Tesla, right? But at least give them like a, you know, Honda Accord, load up, so that they can have a comfortable car to drive or last than 10, 15 years, right? They have a place to rest and recover from their trauma and their, you know, I wouldn't say sadness, but like, you know, all the stress that they went through for serving. Right? You would think that they deserve a house and a car. And you know, boxes of cigars. I agree with that. So I think that they should at least get that. But they don't. All they get was, hey, you get free medical. That's the sad part. You know why? You know why? Yeah, the vets gets VA. Their medicals are paid for. But you can be a low income and still get like mass health or like government sponsored health for free. You didn't even have to serve. Right? They're giving those to low income. Oh my god. You're giving the low income the same benefit as the vets. How is that justified? Right? We all know this, right? Like, you can be low income and you can apply for health insurance. That's free. That is free. So literally, what they got serving you 20 years was the small pension and something that every low income gets. And low income didn't have to work. Some low income don't have to work.
Right.
And they get the same benefit. They get assistant, food assistant. They get you know, medical assistant, all provided from the government. Yet we barely give anything to the vet. Oh yeah, you get $1 discount, and people still have to bitch you about it. That's not right. And every time I bring that kind of stuff up in my topic, I get reeled up. I get really angry. Right? Where is our tax money go? All those politicians making millions of dollars a year, where our vets that go out there and fight makes nothing. right? And then you had to restrict them for not receiving cigars from people donation. Really? The hell is wrong with you, government? Right? If people want to donate cigar, you should, as a government, provide free postal service for people who donate cigars directly to the military. You should allow all the cigar companies to donate cigar to the military. Period. Like, it really, for those who are serving right now out there, they should all get like an allowance for cigar. I really think so. Like, if they choose not to buy cigar, sure, okay, but they should really get cigar allowance, a box every month. They should get that at least minimum, right? So I have no tolerance for people who talk down to the back and will not serve or have served in our military. Now I can't serve because obviously, number one, I'm too old. Number two, I'm not that healthy to serve. Right? If you tell me to go through that boot camp, I'll die in 2 seconds. You'll see me like, ready, go, and I'm on the ground, flat. Like, you won't even see me there. Like, you can't see me. You won't even see me there. I'll be in camo, on the ground, in the grass, and you won't even see me. I'll be so dead. Okay? So those people that went through all that stuff, went through all the things, went through hazing, don't tell me there's no hazing. There still is, right? Hazing and all that stuff, just to serve the country. And when they get out, they're like, yeah, finally I am done with my contract. And they got like anybody tell me how much you get paid as a military first year, second year, whatever?
Not much at all.
Like, is it like a basic $20,000-$30,000?
I don't think it's even that. I think it's more like 15 to 20,000.
That's not a lot. You can make more for working in McDonald's.
Yeah.
Right? You can make double that working in Starbucks. And not only that, you get holidays and health insurance and union now, and you also get 401k and all that stuff. Vets don't get that. Right? And if they say, fuck this, they can walk away from their job tomorrow. I mean, if you're in the military, not so much. Did I see Davidoff? I just saw Davidoff.
You did. How did you see that?
It's right on the page. Exactly. I saw Davidoff. So, yeah. I can smell it. Anyway, so, you know, I'm in New Jersey and drove by a Taco Bell hiring $18 an hour. Like, I don't know what is the wage for military, but I know it's not 18, right? It's not 18.
No.
Right? Taco Bell hiring $18 an hour, and they probably have union. They probably have health benefit, 401k, what's it, the medical account, like, you know, what's that thing called? The health savings account. And they get a resume. I remember a few years ago, there was a big issue with people just not wanting to hire military vet. Because obviously they don't have a resume. They have a resume, I've served military. And this is what I've done in the military. And for some reason, people just think that that is less. Okay, let me tell you this, okay? Here we go. A military chef have to cook for like hundreds of thousands of people a day. If they can do that, they can cook in any chef, any kitchen. No problem. Alright? Military finance officer handles millions of dollars. Military jet pilots pilot something that's millions of dollars. They can do pretty much everything. You know? Okay, can a military vet become a truck driver? Heck, they drive a tank. I'm pretty sure they can drive a truck. Okay? And I know that, and yes, don't forget that they risk their life. And people forget that because we have so much peace, right? We have so much peace, or perceived as peace. Okay? But there is still war. They're still risking life. If you don't believe that, try to, you know what? Go ahead, fly down to Afghanistan. You don't have to do anything. Just stand outside of that airport and tell me that you feel safe. All right? They are in a military camp and they have plenty of weapons, and they will probably tell you that they don't feel safe there. You go over there and look at the Taliban in the face and try to say, we're evacuating, you better not shoot us. You try to do that. You know how much stress that would be? Like, you know, try to say, hey, you are the general, you better go negotiate with them so they don't attack this place before everybody evacuates. Alright. You will have pissed your pants already. I will have pissed my pants and shit my pants at the same time if I had to do that kind of negotiation. I would. I would be like, did you not see the pool down there? I just shit myself. Right? That's some serious skill. Right? Nobody felt how dangerous until you're being shot at. Right? And that's pretty scary. That's pretty scary. So, respect the vet. I'm really being serious here. I mean, people, take my word. It doesn't cost you anything but a respect. Right? Simply respect the vet. Simply say hi to them. Simply thank them for their service. Will not hurt you. I promise you. I promise you there's not going to be one penny disappear from your pocket from doing it. And I promise you that's going to make your day a lot better. You'll feel a lot better about yourself. You'll feel a lot better for the country. And at least the vet can feel like they did something for it. Really. People don't feel that. I think that's what you should do. I think that's what everybody should do. You know, they should even make a law that if you see a vet, salute them or say thank you. I wouldn't even bat an eye if they decide to make that law tomorrow. Right? I don't care if you want to say, hey, you know what? I got a freedom. I do not want you to have vaccine. But something like thanking a vet should not even be a question, because that is freedom. That is the reason why you have freedom. Right? So yeah, I mean, I digress a little bit. I do get heat up when I talk about this kind of stuff because I don't think that they got what they deserve. And I highly encourage you tomorrow. Call a vet, talk to a vet, and just thank them. In fact, they don't have to be a vet. They could be somebody serving right now. And it doesn't matter what rank or what position they hold. Simply say thank you. You just doing that give a purpose and meaning to the holiday tomorrow. Right? And a lot of you got a day off thanks to them. So those people who got a day off tomorrow, you definitely say thank you to the vet. I mean, that should be what you spend the day for. You're not working, you get paid for. That's the day you should go out there and say, I'm going to go find a vet. I'm going to pay for their lunch. I'm going to say thank you. That's what people should be doing. And no, I'm going to get hate mail. Again, send your hate mail. I don't care. I really don't care. For this topic, I really don't care. I think everybody should. Call me a dictator, whatever. You know, I think everybody should thank the military. You can call me whatever for saying this. You can hate me for this. I don't care. I don't care. Right? Because that's what they deserve. Everybody should be out there. Thank you. So let me say it again. You know, for all the people that serving, or even planning to serve, in the process of, thank you. Like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for serving so that we can feel safe and bitch about not doing our vaccine. Hey, without this, we wouldn't have. You'll be in China and everybody's, you know, gotta get their ass poked and then, you know, tested for vaccination. You don't have to do that. Thanks to them. You get your bitch at your president says, you know, my body, my blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna fight in court. I'm not gonna have a vaccine. It's because we have military. Right? People who are not from China right now, I'm saying people who are from Taiwan or surrounding country, you should thank, even though you're not an American citizen, you should still thank the U.S. military for protecting your ass. Hate me, I don't care. It's true. The reason why surrounding country feel so safe and there's no missile shooting around is because US have their foot in it. If you guys do that, we're gonna attack you. The reason we have so much perceived safety and peace is because World War II. Right? And US plays a big part. I'm not saying that all the other countries didn't play a part. But the reason that ended is because, right? US military stepped in. And we might not be the most powerful at the time, but right now, internal politics, US using the military power has a large bargain chip. And that's what makes all the other countries kind of like, I don't really want to start a war. They have a treaty with US, you know, I don't really want to do that. Right? And all that is because we have service member out there serving and protecting and kind of like keep their eyes on things. While we are enjoying our, you know, steak dinner, coffee, cigar, bourbon, nice new cars, laptop, gaming, nice hoodies, swags. We are enjoying all that because they're out. And they don't get to do that. They don't get to do that. I mean, I honestly don't think I ever went out there and saw a military vet that got a pension that's enough for them to drive a supercar, ever. There isn't. Because obviously they don't have it. They don't have that. I mean, I know people say, okay, you know, when they serve, it's because they got nothing better to do, you know, they don't have income and stuff like that, and they just, you know, they go into the recruiting and they serve. No, that is not true. Right? Let's just look at this way, okay? Matt Hashimoto, he lived a decent life. His family really doesn't have to join the military. But his daughter did. His son-in-law did. They didn't have to. They got plenty of money to live comfortably. I'm pretty sure of that. But they went out and served, protect U.S. They give up what they could have enjoyed and serve. So I appreciate it. Right? Say thank you. Be out there and just say thank you. It does not hurt you, I promise. It does not cost you a thing. Say thank you. Whew. Calm down, Tony. Calm down. So yeah, I guess that's the message today. I mean,
I think so.
Right? That is an important message. Could have been drinking a bourbon today. Feel like I need it. A bourbon. Ooh. Yeah. I can tell you before the show, my wife did warn me. Like, don't talk about the military too much because you get heat up. You get heat up. I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. I'm just telling people just thank you. I get heat up because I just feel the unjust of what they get versus what they give. Right? You think in this world everything is equal exchange, right? I pay you $1 for $1 of what the good. They really don't get that. They get nothing. They get nothing but pride, actually. Pride. So, you know, if they get nothing but pride, don't step on their pride. You should frame that pride, put it on the pedestal, and appreciate it. And it doesn't matter what rank and what they do, because they're all a team, right? You cannot feed a military without military, like, chef, right? You cannot fly the military jet without, like, engineers and technicians. So I always told my men during training and maneuvers that we are the guardians of American freedom. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Freedoms are not free. And I think that's very well said, whoever came out with that.
Sure.
Freedom is not free. Freedom costs a lot of life, money, and time. Right? Think of it this way, okay? Every sitting president, by the 4th year of their presidency, their hair is just super white. Their hair is super white. You know? That much stress. Aside from all the other political bullshit, okay? Every president deal with political bullshit because they are in a party and they have to deal with their party's agenda. Right? And that really has nothing to do with the president. The president just basically says, support me, I'll take care of those agenda. But at the same time, what does the president really do? The president is really dealing with all the other countries' bullshit and make sure that the military exercise their muscles out there so that we can be in peace. Right? Like we had to deal with the idiots like Kim Jong-un. And you think that's easy? Right? And then okay, I was gonna say Kim Jong-un and Putin, but Putin's kind of smart. He's not an idiot. Putin's kind of smart. Okay, so you gotta deal with all that crap, right? We got shit for just selling a nuclear submarine, right? It's a military tactic. Yeah, we need our allies to have the same amount of weapons or same kind of capability to survive until the U.S. military get there. Right? It takes time to get there. Right? So, but then we sell it to Australians and French people isn't gonna be too happy about that. You know, that's a lot of crap. That's a lot of crap. So yeah, make sure you do. Right? And going back to the topic, we still have those cigars from our last box train. You don't have to send it to me. You can send it directly to Cigars for Warrior. If you have spare cigars, you have some good stuff, I highly encourage everybody to send it to Cigars for Warrior so those people who's serving can get some cigars to enjoy, at least for Christmas. I really encourage it. All right, I'm gonna collect some more before I send it out. But if you have a local place you can drop off some cigars for the Cigars for Warrior, you got address to send. You can send it to Little Guy Cigar Shop. You can buy it from Little Guy Cigar Shop and he will actually donate it for you. Or you can send it to me. I'll donate it together with that package. Donate some cigars. If you don't want to do cigars, you want to send a present or something like that, you could. But you know, for us, as a cigar-oriented group, we donate cigars. All right, do that. Do that. It will mean a lot to them, believe it or not. Because they're not expecting anything. They're just serving. If all of a sudden one to say, hey, we got some cigars, you guys want a cigar? That would really make their day. I think they would. So, make sure you do that. Or I encourage you to. I implore you to. Not that I have any power, but do that. Right? Like, be like Martin right now. He's trying to buy cigars and send it to Cigars for it. Right? So, it's not that hard. It's very, believe it or not, very simple thing. That simple gesture is gonna make someone really happy, and make them feel like sense of purpose, sense of accomplishment, sense of purpose, sense of appreciation. And
just
those
like
feelings
you
very
can
important.
you
What do
can
you
also
say?
send cigars. I was saying you can also send cigars to Cigars for Warriors on littleguycigarshop.com.
That's what I was saying. You can buy directly there, and they will literally send it out for you, or you can send it to them, and they will send it out. Right?
A lot of retailers do that.
And then you might be like, okay, you know what? I don't have extra cigars, but I guarantee you have extra lighters and stuff like that you can send over.
Oh yeah, lighters, cutters.
Lighters, cutters, and stuff like that. They need it. Right? Drag extra dose, send it out. Right? So, I hope, you know, people do it. I hope people do it. Don't take the day for granted. I just donate money a lot of the time. Every year I donate money. But you don't have to do that. I'm not saying that, say, hey, go flaunt your wealth and start donating. No. You know, I'm just telling you to do a small part. Being someone that live in America. It doesn't have to be American citizen. Because even if you live in America, you are enjoying the freedom that comes with it inside this country. Right? So, even that you should also appreciate. The reason that you come here is because we had the freedom, and that freedom came from something. Not came from because you're here. It came from because our military is out there. So even if you're not a citizen, you're not like, you know, even if you're a tourist, I think you should do that. So let's put it out there, right? If you're someone that lives here, is not really, I'm not trying to belittle anybody, but if you're not contributing to society, this is one way to contribute to society, right? Buy a military personnel a lunch or dinner. Not that they will ever ask you. I'm guaranteed none of them will ask you. In fact, a lot of them will reject. I've tried a few times where they just literally say, "Oh, you don't have to do that." I can tell you that all of them are very polite, and they'll be like, "Oh, you don't have to do that." And I always go like, "You know, too late. I already paid. Thank you for your service." And so I say that's, you know, that's why people should. And,
all right, gotta go. I got a call coming through.
Cool.
All right, talk to you later.
Talk to you later. So, ooh, I get to see me opposite on the top. So, end the call. And I think I got all my message through for the day. Really, I don't want to drag out too long. I want to allow people to have a peaceful night. Okay? So, let's end it here today. It is almost 2 hours, about 6 minutes away from 2 hours. So let's end it here today. I hope everybody have a good night. And I really, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for those people who serve. Thank you for those people who are serving. And if you're considering to serve, thank you as well. And have a great Veterans Day tomorrow. Have a good night. And I will see you guys on Saturday. You know, again, tomorrow, encourage you to do something nice for the people that serving, served, and going to serve. All right? So have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys Saturday night, same place, same bad time. Bye.